Hey there, Liliana. I'm so sorry to ask, but do you think you could send about $500 to my bank account? I'd really appreciate it. I ended up doing way more shopping than I thought I would last month, so I need just a bit more money than usual.
But I already send you $1,000 a month, Mom. I really don't think I can afford to give you any more. You'll just have to make do with what I gave you this month.
Excuse me, what is the matter with you? Are you really telling your own mother she has to go back to work?
Mom, you're not even that old. You just stopped working well before retirement age. I really think you could still handle even just a part-time job. Please stop always coming to me when you need money.
How dare you talk to your mother that way? You really are so selfish, you know that? I finally free myself of having kids or any other obligations around the house, and you demand that an old lady like me go back to work because you're too lazy to give me some help. You really want me to just work myself to the bone until I drop dead, don't you?
Mom, I'm really happy that you have time to do things that you've been wanting to do. But the fact of the matter is that I have my limits, and I'm already sending you the absolute maximum of money that I can afford. So it's not a matter of wanting to, I simply can't afford to send you $500 more this month.
Oh, come on, you're still young. Surely you have some savings that you could withdraw money from, right? You can always make the money back, but I need that kind of money right now. Come on, don't you realize that you owe me for all I've done for you over the years? I had to raise you all by myself, and I put everything into raising you, and this is how you choose to repay me?
Mom, of course, I'm very grateful for all that you've done for me over the years. I know that Dad died early and you had no one else to help raise me, but you can't talk to me like I'm not already sending you money every month. Not only that, but I've been doing so for the past 7 years. I've been sending you $1,000 every month for the past 7 years. Are you really going to turn around and tell me that I haven't been showing enough gratitude?
Of course not. You really think that's remotely enough money to cover all that I've done for you? If you really cared about me, you would be sending me at least $2,000 a month. But you're always telling me how you can barely even afford to pay me half of that. So why don't you quit whining and just give me the money that I'm asking for? Consider it a bonus for all the time I spent raising you.
Hey Vanessa, are you there? I was just wondering about how the job hunt was going. The thing is, I would really appreciate it if you could help send some money home to Mom.
Hold on a second, you mean I'm going to have to start sending my money to Mom too? I'm sorry, but I just don't think that's going to work for me at all. Besides, I still haven't managed to find a job, so...
You mean you still haven't even gotten a job offer? Have you been applying, even? You graduated from college over 3 years ago now. The least you could do is find a part-time job or something. After all, you've been living with Mom this whole time. When are you finally going to find a place to work?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I don't really feel like going out and finding a job. I would only even begin to consider taking a position where I'm making at least $3,000 a month. Not only that, but I'm going to need a lot of vacation time on top of that.
Vanessa, I really don't think that you're going to find any job that's going to give you everything you want for an entry-level position. You have to be a little more realistic and be willing to work for those perks. Please, I really can't afford to send Mom any more money. The least you could do is try and contribute a little bit since you're living with her. It would really help me out.
And just why is it my problem if you're not working hard enough to be able to afford to help Mom out? Besides, if you must know, I'm out trying to find a rich man to marry, so don't say I'm not doing my part. Once I find a guy who is loaded, I'll make him fall in love with me, and then I'll take care of Mom by myself.
Are you kidding me? Is that really your plan to help our Mom?
Of course, I realized that only suckers go out and find jobs for a living. I'm just going to live off my husband's salary instead. So that's why I'm going out every night trying to put myself out there and find the perfect man.
Actually, I remember you telling me about doing this a while ago, so that means that you haven't made any progress on that front either. Are you seriously just wasting all your time waiting for Mr. Right to come fall into your lap so you won't have to work? Is that really all you want to do with your life?
You know, I actually did find someone special once, but we ended up breaking up. He was way too stingy for my liking. He had the gall to tell me no when I demanded he keep buying me gifts. So obviously, he wasn't nearly as rich as he let himself on to be, and that's why I'm still out looking.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. How can you seriously say that that's your life plan?
I'll have you know that I've been gifted bags and clothes worth thousands of dollars by potential suitors. In fact, the last present my boyfriend gave me was a $1,000 necklace. And that was actually the cheapest of the things that he had bought me. It's not easy trying to work out here.
Well, if all you're really doing is seeing this man to get them to buy you things, then it doesn't even sound like you're going to get married. And that means that I'm still going to be the only one sending money to Mom for a long time.
Don't be ready to give up so quickly. You should know that I've actually found a guy who I feel really good about and who's super rich. So I think you might not actually have to even wait that much longer before I'm married.
Oh yeah? You mean you found someone who you think will actually get married to?
That's right. But if this is going to work, you need to send Mom and I a bit more money this month. After all, putting in the work to keep a rich guy's attention isn't cheap, you know. I know that Mom is already asking for another $500. But I think if you add an extra $1,000 on top of that for me, then we should be fine.
Oh, come on. You can't be serious about that, right? You know that I can't even begin to afford sending you that much. I'm already at my limit sending Mom $1,000 every month. That's why I came to you to ask for help in the first place. But you two just keep treating me as if I'm some kind of infinite ATM.
Oh, trust me, neither of us think of you that way. You're way too cheap for that. And if you're going to take that tone with me, then things aren't going to go well for you. Maybe I'd just choose to continue not helping even after I'm actually married. What do you think of that? Liliana, are you there? Your sister is engaged. She's going to be getting married. Not only that, but her fiancé is really rich and runs his own company. Isn't that amazing? She has struck gold.
You mean that Vanessa has actually found a rich man willing to marry her? Are you serious?
Why are you sounding so surprised? It's obvious that a cute girl like her would be able to find a man like that with no problem. After all, she went to college, comes from a good family, and she's a looker. She's an all-around catch. Now I can finally be free and stop having to rely on your stinginess just to get by.
You mean that Vanessa agreed that she would start giving you money every month too?
Well, Vanessa isn't going to be doing so, but her husband certainly is, and he's going to be giving me $3,000 a month, too. Oh, I'm so happy that my daughter finally found a rich man to marry. All my dreams are coming true.
Wow, he's seriously going to give you that much money every single month?
That's right, and it's all thanks to the hard work your sister put in looking for a man, and she may have told a couple white lies about me to ease the process.
White lies? What do you mean? What kind of lies did she tell you about?
Oh, she just told her husband that your father was a horrible gambling addict who left us with tons of debt that I couldn't pay. And about how I had to raise you two all on my own, and how you moved out of the house and hardly ever help us at all despite us begging you to. Apparently your sister was convincing enough to want to make her husband step up and take care of his new mother-in-law. And that's when he offered to send me as much money as I would need to live comfortably.
Now hold on just a second there. You told this guy that your late husband, my dad, was nothing but a gambling addict?
I mean, all I did was stretch the truth a little bit. After all, your dad did used to buy lottery tickets now and then.
So then you besmirched the memory of your own late husband just to make some money? Not only that, but you even lied to your new son-in-law just to exploit him.
Oh, I know, isn't it perfect? And now I'm going to get all the money I could ever want in the world.
Mom, I can't believe you would do something like this.
Oh, please, you certainly aren't in a position to start making complaints to me. You had your chance to take care of me, and you failed. Maybe if you had done your job better, then I wouldn't have been forced into a position where I had to lie.
So you're really going to try and pin all of this on me? I don't know what to say. I've worked so hard to support for the past 7 years, and you act like it's nothing.
Oh, please, you were only sending me $1,000 a month. Don't act like you were so special. But now I don't need your money anymore. I found a new source of income, and I'm never going to let him go. So anyways, now that I have no need for you, don't bother talking to me anymore.
Wait, what? You mean you don't even want to talk to me?
Of course not. Oh, and by the way, you should know that your sister's wedding is today. Not that there's a seat for you here anyway. You can just sit at home doing nothing but thinking about how you failed me.
Wait, what? Vanessa's going to be getting married today? But, I mean, why is this the first time that I'm hearing about this? Why wouldn't she tell me? Does she really not care whether I'm there or not?
Of course not. Her husband thinks that you're a selfish woman who abandoned your family. If he found out the truth, then it would ruin our plan for him to pay me what I need. So you just be a good girl and keep out of this.
So you not only ruined the reputation of my dad, but you also lied about me just for money.
That's right, and we're not going to tell him any more information about you. He knows what he needs to, and that's enough. If he found out any more about you, then it might ruin my image as a poor old woman abandoned by everyone but her one loyal daughter. That's the narrative that we've come up with, and we're not going to let you come here and ruin it.
But it's a lie! You're just lying to this man to steal from him.
Oh, please, it's just another stretching of the truth is all. Besides, it's quite fun acting like someone who you're really not.
So after all this time and effort I put into taking care of you and Vanessa for the past 7 years, this is how you thank me? I can't believe that I really matter so little to you that I'm just being sold out like this. And now I'm not even invited to my own sister's wedding because I'm supposed to be this big villain?
Well, it's not like you even have clothes ready to go to a wedding, right? Besides, I know that you hardly have any money, so it's not like you could go out and get some.
And whose fault do you think it is that I haven't been able to save up any money for myself? It's your fault. It's because I've been paying for you for the past 7 years of my life.
And you've done such a brilliant job doing what you could for me. But the fact of the matter is that it was never enough, and now I don't need you anymore.
Well, fine then. I won't go to Vanessa's wedding. I can see I'm not wanted there anyway.
Yes, that's what I've been telling you from the very start. Nobody wants or needs you around anymore. In fact, you're better off never talking to your sister or I again. You'd just be dead weight and a liability at this point.
Fine. If that's the way you want things to happen, then I'll do as you say. You won't ever see me again. In fact, don't even think of me as your daughter anymore. Got it?
Oh, I'll gladly do that. It works so much better for my new tragic backstory. Anyways, I'm off to enjoy what is sure to be a spectacular wedding. Have a nice life.
Oh, trust me, you're not the only one looking forward to this. But I'm not so sure that the wedding is going to go as planned. You'll find out what I mean soon enough, though.
What in the world are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing you need to know about for now, but you should know that I'm going to send Vanessa a little wedding present. And hope for the happiness of the newlyweds.
Liliana, what did you do? Where is your sister? Why isn't she here yet? I've tried calling and texting her and she isn't picking up. Do you have any idea at all where she could be?
Oh no, the bride has gone missing on her big day. I wonder what could have happened.
I'm serious. She is supposed to be getting married today. The fiancé is panicking and the whole wedding is falling apart. What did you do? I know that you had something to do with this. Oh, I'll have to go to the police and report your sister missing now.
Calm down, Mom. I really don't think there's any need to go that far. We just have something to talk about, and then I'll let Vanessa go. She'll make it to her wedding, though, don't worry.
Talk about something? What do you mean? I knew that you had something to do with this. You tell me where your sister is and what you've done to her right now.
Oh, I don't know where she is right now, but I know who she's with. I believe it's an old boyfriend of hers, actually.
You mean to tell me that your sister is with an ex-boyfriend on the day of her wedding?
That's right, and by the time we're done talking, she should be on her way. But Vanessa's actually there with this man to apologize to him.
Okay, now I really have no idea what you're talking about. You mean to tell me that she is missing her own wedding to apologize to some old ex-boyfriend of hers?
That's right, she's apologizing for betraying him over and over again. Honestly, even I feel bad for him. Sounds like Vanessa managed to squeeze tens of thousands of dollars out of him while cheating on him. It really is quite a sad situation if you ask me.
Hold on a second. You mean that your sister was having an affair with one of her exes?
That's right, I actually got a message from someone saying that he was an ex of hers, and he told me the whole thing. He told me they actually had already been engaged to be married, apparently. But that when the conversation turned to actually planning the event, she would always change the subject. In the end, Vanessa dumped the guy because he wouldn't stop talking about getting married. After that, Vanessa stopped talking to him completely, and it became clear to him that she was only after his money.
But I had no idea about any of this at all.
Anyways, he reached out to me to try and talk to her. All I did was give him Vanessa's new number. I think that he knew that she was going to be married, although he told me that he didn't blame her if she'd really wanted to get married to another man. He just wanted closure with her, and that's why you have nothing to worry about in terms of Vanessa making it to her wedding on time.
And you're telling me that that's why the bride isn't at her own wedding right now?
I think he just wants to be paid back what he's owed from his fake relationship.
And you really have no idea where your sister is at all right now? You need to tell me if you do so I can go and get her.
I really don't have a clue where she could be, Mom, but I'm sure she'll be back soon enough.
Sis, are you there? You have to help me, please. I need you to give me some money. I'm with an ex here, and he says that he's not going to let me go out until I've paid him back. But if I can't go out now, then I'm going to miss my wedding.
And just what do you think I can do about any of this, huh? Maybe you should ask your fiancé for money. After all, he was nice enough to offer Mom $3,000 a month, right?
Are you crazy? I can't go and talk to my fiancé about this. My ex is asking for $100,000.
You mean you scammed a man out of that much money?
I didn't scam anything. They were gifts for me. But now he's saying I have to pay them back since it was only under the assumption we were going to be getting married. He's accusing me of fraud. Can you believe it? Not only that, but he knows that I was seeing someone behind his back. If my fiancé finds out that he was the other man for a while, then it might blow up my marriage. So please, I really need your help right now.
No, it sounds to me like you need to get out of this mess yourself. Leave me out of it.
You can't do this to me. I really need your help, please. Once I'm married, I can pay you back for everything. I just really need some money right now.
I'm sorry, but you've been getting money from me for the past 7 years. You and Mom have sucked me dry, and I don't feel like helping out either of you right now.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm really not. If you took all this money from this man under a false premise, then you should pay it back. No matter what happens, it really isn't my business. If your wedding falls apart, then that's on you. Anyways, good luck and have a nice life. In the end, Vanessa and my mom tried going to relatives and trying to borrow money, but nobody wanted to help them. Instead, they all wanted to know why I had been unceremoniously kicked out of the family by them. The rest of the family were very upset and said that they were going to stop talking to my mom and Vanessa instead. With no other way to get Vanessa out of her pickle, her marriage fell apart and her fiancé canceled their engagement when she didn't show up to the wedding. I hear that Vanessa and my mom have since had to find jobs. Of course, with no real experience, they can only find very low-paying part-time work. They even had to sell their house and moved into a tiny apartment together, where they barely scrape enough money together to make ends meet. All of that being made more difficult by the debt Vanessa owes to her ex-boyfriend who forced her to sign a contract guaranteeing